Hello, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and I'm a racist. I don't mean to be. I don't plan to be. I don't want to be. I don't actively be racist in my behavior, but I'm a racist. I can't help it. I was born this way. I'm a cis white male. I'm a heterosexual white male. I'm like the superpower of humanity. So I've been told. So I've been raised to believe. Cis white males rule the world. They do. It's sad. And I'm also a racist against cis white males. I I complain a lot about me. People exactly like me. I complain a lot. And everyone's like, oh, you're self-hating, hate white males, and blah, blah, blah. And do this show called No Old White Guys, and everyone freaks the fuck out. But I'm a racist. I grew up with lots of black kids, and my wife's Hispanic, and many of my friends are of other nationalities, and I know lots of brown people. But I'm a racist. You can't help but to be racist. You can't help but to look at someone who is not like you and have certain thoughts, certain opinions, certain feelings towards them. I don't know if it's instinctual. I don't know if it's because that's the way we were raised. I'm not sure what it is. But I see black people who are racist against other black people. Either light-skinned or dark-skinned, they're racist towards each other. I see black people who are racist against Mexicans, and Mexicans racist against black people, and just everybody's a racist. We don't necessarily want to be, we don't plan to be, we don't actively engage in being a racist. I mean, I don't have a white hood. I've got some white hats, but that's a whole different thing. But I am a racist because I relate to other white males, other heterosexual white males, because that's what I am. And that's who I relate to because they are part of they're just like me. Everyone's the same way. Everyone is a racist. I admit I'm a racist, but I'm also very bigoted against smokers. In fact, smokers are far more likely going to be the butt of my racial slurs, if you will. And fat people. I'm sorry, I have a problem with fat people. I'm not unusual there. I hate to say it, but I do. I have a problem with certain people. And I don't intend to be, but it is a visceral gut reaction that I have. Now, most of the time, I curb it and I don't react on it. And I keep my cool and I don't say anything. But I have the thoughts. That makes me a racist. But you know what? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with even being called a racist. Like, yeah, I'm a racist. Everybody is a racist. Everybody has a preference for their race. But race, there's a word I really hate. Not so much because I did a video on this before. We are not races. We use the word race to distinguish us from animals. We are breeds. We are different breeds of humanity. Hispanic, Asian, Caucasian, African American, if you want to be politically correct. I hate politically correct. It's not African American. I know several African American people who are whiter than I am. But we are breeds of people. And it's okay to be a breed of humanity. We have breeds of dogs, breeds of cat, breeds of everything. But people, we have races. And we use those races as excuses to be horrible to one another. And we use religion as an excuse to be horrible to one another. I think in England they recently did a DNA test for people to show their origins, to show where they came from, show where their family tree originated. And most of these people were shocked to find out that their nationality, I'm English, I'm French, I'm whatever nationality, they found out that a couple generations ago they came from other countries. They came from all over the world. And that's true for everyone. We all came from other places. We all, if you go back far enough, apparently came back from, or go back to Africa. So we're all Africans. So why are we racist? Because we feel more comfortable with people who are just like us. Sad, but true. I don't have a problem with being a racist. I am a racist. But I don't act on being a racist. I don't pretend that I'm not a racist, but I don't do racist things. At least not intentionally. I had somebody the other day who was upset that I indicated that the events that happened in Orlando were more important than the events that happened, I don't know however long ago. I guess there was mass shooting of black people. And I commented like, well, that's old news. And they're like, oh, we're going to block you. You're a horrible racist person. And you cannot be tolerated. That's racist. They were being racist against me. And I get that all the time as well. I don't have a problem with that. I'm part of the super race, the cis white males. I don't really care for that either. Just putting it out there. But I don't hate white people because I'm white. I don't hate cis white males because I'm a cis white male. But I'm a racist. Let me just say that one more time. I admit that I, Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, am a racist. But I'm not the white hood kind of racist. I'm the, you're different than me, so I'm going to look at you differently until I talk to you for about 30 seconds to find out that you're actually just like me and all feelings of racism are gone. But when I see you on the street, first thing that pops in my head is not necessarily going to be the thing that I want popping in my head. And sometimes it's things that even disturb me. I don't like the thoughts that pop into my head. But they pop into my head, and I can't really help that. I can only help how I react to those thoughts. And most of the time, I don't react. And most of the time, when I meet someone that my initial thought is, oh, racist thoughts, I get over it in about 15 seconds after I said hello. I'm like, oh, they're another nice person, just like me. They're no different than me. They're another human being of a different breed. I'm a breedist. Anyways, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist, and it's okay to be a racist. We all are. Just try not to act like one, okay? And stop calling everybody racist that disagrees with whatever you are trying to do or say. They're not doing it because they are racist. They just have different views than you have. And if they're a different color, that doesn't automatically mean that their views are racist. Just putting it out there. Get over yourself. Social justice warriors, get the fuck over yourself. If you call yourself an activist, you really need to have a thicker skin. I mean, just come on, people. Get over yourself.